Hello there everybody, this is Graham, also known as Collect75. Welcome back to another Transformers review. Right, I'm continuing with some more Micromasters, and we have here the Micromaster Transports. I never had any of these as a kid. Actually, no, I tell a lie, I did have this one here, which is flat top. I'll get onto him last. I don't know why I bought that one, probably because I just didn't like the others too much. I can't really remember. There was a reason why, maybe I'll remember, I don't know. But the transports were just necessary, just a small Micromaster figure with a larger trailer type thing that they would come with, which would transform. A bit like the Action Masters, really, where the trailer section would transform into some sort of vehicle or something like that for the little Micromaster to pilot. Right, so we're going to start with the Autobot ones. Let me just put this one and that one to the back. We're going to start here. This is Overload. He is obviously some sort of a car transporter, a bit like Ultra Magnus, really. He's okay. The wheels do roll, but they weren't going to roll too well on this glass table. It's not too bad. I did add some little stickers there. As you can see, I probably knocked them off actually, just to give him some more highlighted features. Actually, I'll probably repair those a bit later. It's alright. The cab does turn slightly, but that's about it really. You can open up the back section like that for some more Micromasters to go in. Some will fit in there, probably not all, just depends how big they are really. Well, that's not pretty bad. So you can also carry other Micromasters around with them, which is a neat feature really. I don't think any others could do that. Right, anyway, so let's transform this fella. Let's start with the little Micromaster. This is Overload, and he always reminds me of the Diaclone version of Optimus Prime. He's alright. Looks a bit like Huffer as well, really, the old mini Autobot. You know, he's okay, really. I put the little Autobot insignia on him there. But let's transform. He's got a nice little easy transformation. Just flip that up, flip his little feet up, and then the little tab there for his head. And then there's little arms like that. Now, then some of the arms on these fellas are a bit irritating because when you put them up, they barely get past their chest. But anyway, that is Overload, the little Micromaster, and he's okay. Right, to transform this, you just flip this down. Then we open up this, like that. This will then flip over. Now this is a little bit loose, it may fall off. But anyway, that flips like that. And then we come under here, and he's got his little nose cone section. I'll put some blue tack on there, because they don't stay on there too well. And there we have it. And then this little fella can sit just in here. Somehow. There he goes. He will sit in there a little bit better than that. But I just cannot remember how to do it for the minute. You might have to put him like that. There is a little hole in there, using the post that connects him to... bloody hell, I can't, there he goes. Yeah, using the post that connects him to the trailer in vehicle mode. And so he can sit in there and he can fly. This is some sort of spaceshipy type thing. It looks alright. I suppose it's one of those things. It is what they say it is. It's okay. I like the little guns on the front. But that's it really, not much more to say about that one. Just a shame they didn't put more paint applications on. Right, this little fella probably has one of the most worst names for a Transformer in Transformers history. This is Erector. Yeah, it's a bit of a dodgy name. He looks alright, if I'm honest. He's obviously some sort of crane, because he's got his crane on the back here obviously. Yeah, he's some sort of crane transporter or whatever. And he's got his little nice little hook. Probably can't see it too well, mate. There we go. There we are. So it don't look too bad. Other than that, there's not much to say about it really. Let me just disconnect the actual little Micromaster. This is Erector, and he's just some sort of little truck cab, isn't he? Right, so let's transform this. Got a nice little easy transformation. Just flip that up, and flip his little head up. There we go. And there he is. And he's okay. He's not too bad really, as Micromasters go. So we're going to pop him there. As usual, the real transformation is in this, so we can take that off for a second because it's a little bit easier to transform. Then what do? We open out these little sections, and then in there we can have some little stabilisers. Same again on this side. So then when we put it down, that's it, and then we can flip up these little stabiliser things from this end, which I think are supposed to be lights or something, so I put a little yellow sticker on them there, just to give them that impression that they are some sort of lights or whatever. We can then flip up this little section. This will flip up, I believe. It should do anyway. Now my light, I'm probably going to break it now. Anyway, that will flip up. You don't have to flip it up all the way. because then this little section will transform itself into some sort of gun, which you can then replace back. You don't have to remove it, but I just prefer to. And like that. And then, as usual, using the connector which connected him to the trailer in vehicle mode, you can have him sitting there and then piloting this thing, because there's another little port just in there for him to sit on, like that. And then he can just use this to his heart's content, and there we have it. That is Erector in his attack mode. And it's not too bad. This little gun here, though, does get in the way of that one, which you can never see the point. But it's okay. Not the best one in the world, but it's not the worst. Right, let's get on to this one. This one is the Decepticon now, the Decepticon Flat Top. This is the one I did have as a kid, and I think I wanted it because I liked the jet. I don't think I liked any of the others really much, but I do like rough stuff over here, actually. But I like the jet. There isn't much to it. You can't really connect him. Well, you can connect him. He's got a little post just here that does fit into there or there on the runway of the aircraft carrier. One thing that always did a little piss me off about this, though, is that the aircraft carrier is amazingly undersized for the type of jet that he is, because you can see the little control tower there on the side, if I just lift it up especially, and then we get this giant jet. So it's completely out of proportion with itself, which is a bit strange, but there we go. So you can put him there and he will stay there quite nicely. Always reminds me of Tidal Wave from Armada, actually, with this little fella. Maybe Tidal Wave was a sort of a homage to him, who knows. Anyway, I'm going to take Flat Top off. Actually, no, we're going to transform Flat Top first. This isn't my one that I had as a kid. I remember what I did with mine. I actually smashed it up because I didn't like it. I don't know why I did. I did regret doing it, believe me. But then I managed to get another one. Anyway, so we're transforming like this. He's got quite a little ingenious transformation, to be honest, considering that he's a little Micromaster. And then we can flip up these little missiles, which do become hands. And he's not too bad, actually. He's pretty good. I put all the little Decepticon insignias on him, mainly because by the time Transformers Now were being released, they hardly ever came with any insignias on them. You were lucky if they did. Anyway, so that is Flat Top. He will stand pretty well. Sometimes they do have trouble standing. Right, so this is his aircraft carrier. As you can see, he's got two guns under there. It's as aircraft carriers go, it's not too bad, I suppose. But anyway, to transform this, it's quite easy. Just flip the little control tower away, turn him over, and then we flip the wing, well, the rear wing sections back, open up the top of the aircraft carrier, and they become the wings. Then you can take these guns off here. I sometimes like leaving them there, actually look like weird jet thrusters. But then you can swap them around and put these just in there on the wings, giving him some forward armaments. They go in quite easy, like so, and then just, that's pretty cool. And there we have it, and there is Flat Top with his airplane, basically, and you can just put him in there, and he'll just sit in there happily enough, and he can fly his little aeroplane. It's, again, it's alright for what it is. It's not the best thing in the world, but then again, to be honest, it's not the worst, if I'm honest. I actually did like it. Well, I must have liked it enough when I was a kid to buy it, so. Anyway, now then, we move on to the final one of these. This is rough stuff, and I do like military type vehicles. He's obviously some sort of like missile carrier. I don't know exactly what. You're not going to get much movement there, but that's about it. But then again, you're not really doing it for that, are you? These wheels don't turn, they're just painted on. He's got a couple of little wheels under there. All in all, I quite like the look of it. I like the colours as well, very Decepticon. Right, to transform this, we just disconnect rough stuff from the trailer. And he's obviously just some sort of military cab, isn't he? To transform it, we just rotate them legs down, fold out the little feet. I put some like red stickers on there, it's supposed to be like rear lights, and I've done the same, what I did with Overload there, and I put some front lights on him there. Mainly just to give him a bit of a different look, because they're pretty plain and no paint applications at all, really. But that is little rough stuff in robot mode. And to be honest, it's actually not too bad, actually. I like the little arms in there. Very reminiscent of a Headmaster figure, in fact. But he does stand. He does have all that back kibble, though, unfortunately. But he does stand up pretty well. Right, so then just to transform the cab section. Quite easy, really. We just rotate the sides down to form some sort of wings. That bit usually falls off. These just become some forward armaments. again, we just fold this forward. That is going to become some sort of like nose cone. I don't think it sort of sticks in position. This gun, then you can take it out of wherever it was, just there, and you can put it there if you want, or you can put it there. This is where I believe it was in the first place, but you're supposed to put it there. I'm not quite sure what this was. Oh, that's for the connector when he's in trailer mode. Right, so that goes there, and he's got a little forward gun. And then we can open up this. This is will keep him safe when he's flying it. So you can put his legs down like that. He does have a little connector just in there and a little port under there, which most Micromasters did, which is pretty cool. So you can have him if he wants to go in, which he doesn't look like he does he? There you go. So he will stand there like that. Oh, he's doing this bending over or something. You can either have him standing up in it, or you can, if you wanted to, just have him sitting down in it. And then just use that to hold them in place or something like that. And that looks pretty good. I do like it. It's quite good. It's alright. Most of them are actually alright, these Micromaster transports. You can get them on eBay. They're not usually too expensive. Depending on rough stuff, usually can be probably one of the most expensive ones. But that's about it, really. Not bad figures at all. Could be doing with some extra paint applications, stickers, who knows what. But all in all, a solid, probably about 7 out of 10. Yeah, 7 out of 10 is really good. Right, this has been Graham, the Collect 75. I hope you like this review, and I shall see you all next time. Bye for now.
Thank you.